live sneak peek. I hope you enjoy it.
Yep.
So, we've been talking about us being in our pod lab.
Yes.
We finally got it done. It has been a hectic week trying to get little odds and ends. We have not got everything that we've ordered for the pod lab up and ready here. We are going to end up adding some cute little touches
absolutely.
to make it ours. We do have a big monitor, so we are going to be able to look directly at you guys now, thanks to my husband being awesome.
Yes.
He set it up. So, without any further ado, welcome to Blood Beneath the Moss.
Yes. When it's all put together fully, then we will walk you guys around and show you everything. But for now, we're just excited to be in the freaking room, okay?
You're not fucking wrong.
Oh.
This has been an epic adventure, to say the least.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
First time we painted it green, it was baby shit green, and it was not what we were looking for.
No.
Like, it was brighter than that. It was almost neon green, like avocado green almost.
It was gross.
It was.
It was. But we was going to do it just because we were ready. But, you know, I'm glad it didn't work out.
Same. And then, like, we have an accent wall, which you guys can't see. It's behind us. It's chocolate brown with, like, black crackle in it. It's really pretty. We're going to end up adding some moss. We've got some shelves coming in. We've got some trinkets. So we're all pretty
we'll get
stoked.
A full tour.
Once it's all put together.
But for now, this is it. And I love it.
We have our own little space. You won't hear dogs barking anymore. Well, you shouldn't. Not down here.
I wouldn't think so. Maybe running around, but
yeah,
that's inevitable, so that's all right.
Yes. Did we press denoise? Sure.
I don't know.
Sure did. Can you press denoise on the one in the back? My arm don't stretch out that
Which
far.
one is the noise?
The bottom one. Yep. Perfect.
Yay!
We're on pro on both. Okay. Ooh, that got a little staticky.
I don't know what that was.
We're having all kind of difficulties today.
We are. But anyway, how was your week besides all this?
I finally got approved to go get my MRI on my elbow, so hopefully we'll be having surgery here soon and I'll have full range, and then you'll be washing my hair.
That's fine. I gotta yell at this heifer on a daily basis. Quit using your fucking arm.
You're not wrong.
Using it.
You're not wrong. Why is that doing that?
Because it don't like you.
Bruh, it's because we finally got set up and everything was going right, and now it's just all cattywampus. So we're gonna roll with it. So, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome to the 4th mini episode of Blood Beneath the Moss. This is gonna aggravate. I think it's this.
I think it's your headphone. It quit.
There you go.
Yep.
Welcome to the 4th episode of Blood Beneath the Moss. We're your hosts.
The 4th mini episode.
I said that.
No, you said it, and then you started over, and then you said the 4th episode.
They don't know what the fuck I mean. It's the mini. It's the 4th
mini of Blood Beneath the Moss.
We're
your hosts, Abby
and Sammy. Sorry, it's been a week.
Oh God. You started it, finish it.
Fuck. So, when we talk about these minis, if you've been listening from the beginning, it's just a lot of cases that don't have a whole lot to go off of. So, what we're doing is kind of bringing their names back to the forefront. And we couldn't fathom these kind of circumstances, so we want to get these minis out there with these victims' names with no, hardly any evidence, and everyone deserves their piece, especially in ways, again, that we couldn't fathom. So we're going to go ahead and get started this week. It's your first to go.
Yeah.
Well, you're supposed to go first. You know what the fuck I meant.
Done. She's special. We still love her.
I'm flabbergasted.
It's that CTE. She's going to punch me one of these days as soon as we turn that camera off. I guarantee it.
Absolutely not. I gave up the gangster life.
She's fucking full of shit.
Probably.
Anyway, I got this case sent to me by my Aunt Stephanie, who actually lives in the town this all took place. So naturally, when she saw that we were doing a cold case podcast and she came across a local one, she sent it over to me. So today we're going to start with the case out of Cartersville, Bartow County, Georgia. This is a double homicide of a husband and a wife in April of 1990. Robert Montgomery Woody and Patricia Ann Woody, a married couple living just outside of Cartersville city limits in Bartow County, Georgia. They were described as working class and stable, and everyone said they had a very loving marriage. The evening before their bodies were discovered, on April 24th, 1990, they were last seen around 11 p.m. They were leaving a friend's house, heading home. With where the friend lived, they should have arrived home around 12 a.m. And that would be the last time either of them would be seen.
Damn.
Yes. So when Robert failed to show up to work the next morning on April 25th, 1990, Robert's boss grew concerned, as it wasn't like Robert to just not show up to work without so much as a phone call or, just anything.
So he was really reliable.
Yes.
Okay.
Very, very much so. So when he called Robert a few times and he never got an answer, he decided to go to Robert and Ann's house to check in. And the way I kind of read, I feel like him and his boss had not like a close, but close enough that he was comfortable to just show up at his house and be like, hey dude, what's going on?
Nice.
Yes. So Robert's boss arrived at their residence around 1:30 p.m. And when no one answered the door, he decided to go inside and see if anyone was home, as their vehicles were both there. So, I would definitely assume they were there.
Well, if I show up to your house and see your vehicles, I'm just walking in.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to assume that the door was unlocked because it's going to be talked about during the investigation that there were no signs of forced entry whatsoever. No busted windows, no forced open windows. The doors all seemed to be they didn't find anywhere where, someone had picked a lock or, damaged anything. So anyway, Robert's boss enters the home and he quickly discovers both Robert and Ann's bodies. He immediately calls 911, and within a rather quick time frame, authorities arrive and would immediately start their investigation. Again, the detectives noted no signs of forced entry, so the detectives...
Would this be, from the way that it sounds so far, it sounds like it's a suicide homicide case.
No.
No?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, keep going.
Yes. So the detectives, they kind of assumed the Woodies either knew their attacker and trusted the person enough to let them into their home at that time of morning, night, whatever, midnight. Maybe the person caught them off guard as they were going inside the house, or of course there's always the option that this attacker had already been in the house and they were just lying in wait for
Absolutely
their moment.
Not. I'm not answering my door at midnight.
And that's why I think it's more someone was maybe there waiting for them that they knew when they got home and they were comfortable with letting them in, or I'm kind of leaning more towards this person was in the house already waiting and found their moment and took it.
That's shitty.
Yes. Now, upon initial investigation, before the autopsy or coroner's report were in, detectives noted how both Robert and Ann's murders looked similar, but also different. And after the autopsy was completed, they were given the cause of death for both Robert and Ann. Robert's cause of death was multiple stab wounds and being badly beaten. And Ann's cause of death was a single stab wound and strangulation. So that's why I say I don't think it could be homicide-suicide situation.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Wow.
Yeah, I was like, whew, all right.
So that's a little epic.
Very much. Authorities say that the mixed methods of murder indicate a high level of violence and intensity, and of course the possibility of a personal motive. Because, he was beaten and stabbed multiple times.
Yeah.
And she was just stabbed the once and strangled. So I feel like he was more the target than anything.
Yeah.
The investigators also strongly believe that Robert was the primary target, given the brutality of his murder compared to Anne's, and that Anne simply became a victim of convenience as she was present when Robert was murdered.
So he was the main target.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like that's very likely. I really do. I mean, if they were there for him, and I mean, their times of death are within minutes of each other.
Yeah.
And he was first. So I'm wondering if maybe the possibility she was asleep when the attack started with him, and then she woke up in the middle or something.
You're just doing it now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Damn it. We'll see if that works. They also believe that the killer knew the Woodys' schedule, or was possibly even following them, because with them arriving home around midnight and their times of death being right around 3 a.m., it's a very small window to murder 2 people.
Yeah, and do we know their geographic location? Were they in town?
They were right outside of city limits.
So did their
closest neighbor was, I mean, it wasn't a full mile. They were close, but not close enough that they would have seen anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a field or something in between, couldn't see faces or anything like that. But I mean, I will say, when they canvassed the area, they found not a single person who said they saw anything, which also leads me to believe this person was waiting in their house when they got home.
That's wild.
Yes. Because I mean, if not a single person noticed anything, didn't hear anything, that feeling's there that they had to have been in the house. I'm gonna throw these motherfuckers.
I don't know why. I think it's picking up from...
Oh, yeah. So this case lacks any physical evidence. What did I just do? No fingerprints, no DNA, and not a single suspect. This case is a complete mystery. If you have any information that may be helpful to solving this case, you can reach out to the Bartow County Sheriff's Department or the Georgia Bureau of Investigation.
Nice.
Yes.
So...
Do you want the thing while we're doing it so you can scroll as you need to?
Yeah, that'd be great, but I can't reach up for it. There we go.
Oh, yeah, that's the bad arm.
Yeah, that's the bad arm. All right. So now we're going to cover mine, and it's the Henel murders, consisting of a husband and wife in the remote area of Jay, Vermont. This couple had a 20-year age gap in between the two. Don't worry, this is a part of the conspiracy of what authorities and local town folk spoke often about.
Okay.
So it is a part of the stories. We're just gonna kind of roll with it.
Okay.
Roland Henel was 56. He was European born. From all accounts, he was born in Switzerland.
Okay.
Was known in the small community for his trade skills, very self-sufficient.
Okay.
He was also very old school and kept to himself in most ways possible. His wife, Miriam Henel, hang on, y'all. It's making all this static noise and I can't stand it. There we go. Anyway, she was 35. She was from the Middle Eastern. From all accounts, she was of Lebanese origin.
Okay.
The whole area didn't have much to say about her as a being because she didn't go out much. Like, she was known for being kind of like a hermit. She stayed home. She didn't do much. She was known for staying away from town at all costs. And they had a beautiful home. Like, I did see pictures of that. It was a chalet-styled home. Ooh. It was gorgeous. From what I could find on the geographical profile of the land, it was on the mountainside. Their home was far enough back to have limited visibility to their few neighbors. I think there was only 4 neighbors that lived on that mountainside, and they were spaced out.
Okay.
And in the spaces, it was nothing but woods. So it was if I was to look out my backyard right now, you'd see trees and maybe a light off in the distance kind of thing. So you wouldn't see what was going on. Cars could literally go undetected as they came and went, foreshadowing of what happened to the couple. gunshots were common in the area due to hunting and wildlife. That was a big thing back then.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, it wasn't a very, like, rich community, so to speak. So a lot of people did hunt to put extra food on the table and stuff. So they never truly registered immediately as the killer could be on the loose. If you hear gunshots, that's normal. Like, people going out hunting rabbits, birds, whatever the case may be.
And that's how I grew up, too. If you heard a gunshot in the country, you just assumed
they was messing around.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, on September 19th into September 20th of 1984, of the early morning, they were both shot execution style by the way that they were positioned, and multiple times in this position. They didn't have any signs of, like, prolonged struggle, so they were forced into this position. They did it willingly, hoping that, like, you know, from what forensics has said, if they were very compliant.
Okay.
We do know that there are no signs of forced entry into the house, and they are thought to be shot with a snub-nosed type of handgun, according to ballistics. They have several conflicting accounts stating that it was meant to look like a robbery, and then it was not, which puts us at a disadvantage in this case. It was also said that they had no criminal affiliations and were not facing any financial hardships. So, like, they were a comfortable blue-collar class type.
They lived within their means.
Yes.
Which you don't see many people doing now.
No, not in today's day and age. So the lack of evidence we need and do not think we'll ever obtain are the gun, DNA, a true MO, and an eyewitness account. Yes. The murder or murderers, because they think it was more than one.
Yeah.
Because they
able to subdue both.
Yes.
And get them to comply. I mean, if it was one, I feel like there would have been more of a struggle. Yes. So multiple makes a lot more sense. That's
what the authorities were leaning to, is that it was more than one. With a deadly combination to make this a perfect cold case. It was filled with violence, plus it was able to be a controlled setting. So they or them could take their time to achieve this, leaving no key evidence behind. It's literally the ingredients to a perfect murder, so to speak. And that's unfortunate. It was planned with a purpose, which lead investigators took this as, like, a key theory that's broken down into, like, major components.
Okay.
And these components are, they were targeted for a reason, not randomly, but made to look randomly.
Okay.
So they came over from the other side of the pond, you know, each one at separate times.
Yeah.
Both have completely diverse backgrounds with no public records of where they met or even when they were married. No clue on social circles or anything from their past was ever dug up, even discussed with locals. Like, they didn't have friends. They were literally the key of a hermit.
Okay.
There are not even records of relationship between family members when they moved across. So, like, no brothers, no sisters, no mom, no dad, no cousins, nothing. Like, there was no contact from when they left from their home, because they're immigrants.
Yeah.
They left and came over here. No contact.
That's weird.
And back then, it's not like you could call, but you could send letters.
Yeah, that's weird.
There's no paper trail, no nothing. It's like these two appeared from nowhere.
Yeah.
The only thing that's a logical mind could process all of this is that they were in the witness protection program. Yeah. That's kind of where the authorities are lying with it.
But that's the thing. Like, I've heard of stories, you know, of people that are in WITSEC, but if they're found, there's still news stories somewhere that tells, you know, that's put out there of, oh, these two, you know, they were murdered in WITSEC, they were witnesses to this crime or this or that. So I'm like, I mean, it's definitely possible, but if it is, what the hell did they witness that, like, WITSEC won't even be like, yeah, those were our people?
I have no idea.
That's fucking weird.
So this is what they're saying. This is what I dug up. I'm not saying it is, and I'm not saying it isn't. This is just literally 14 hours of research on just this many
Yes.
They think that their cover was blown and they were killed because of it. No past record, no marriage records. Like, they didn't even have a marriage license.
Okay. Alright.
No connection to their families. The perfect murder turned cover-up. That's why there's no evidence or any information on anyone, and we highly doubt that there ever will be. I can't talk today.
It makes me wonder if, like, they tried to dig into these people more and they met, like, just brick fucking walls.
They don't even have a hotline that you can call on any kind of references for these. Like, I looked. I looked in Vermont. I looked for the sheriff's department. I looked in, because, like, when I look up these cases, I cross-reference pretty much everything.
Oh, yeah.
And when I do that, it's back to back to back to back. Okay, sometimes you hit simultaneously, they're all saying the same thing.
Yeah.
But in the same aspect, it's like, what the fuck? Because there's nothing.
Seems shady.
It
does seem very, very shady.
Very shady.
Like, okay, yeah, secluded area. 100% get that. But, I don't know. It doesn't sit right.
It doesn't.
It doesn't sit
because
right.
like when you think of like the witness protection program, if their cover is blown, automatically the first thing they do is pick them up and move them.
Yes.
No questions asked.
Exactly.
So how is it they're murdered?
Well, not just that. Normally, if you're in WITSEC, they place an agent or something around, maybe not the same time you get there, but within days, weeks, whatever, of you being placed where you're going to be, they're also placed in the same area. Yeah. Well, if they're not in the home, they're, in the same community. So if they were in WITSEC, wouldn't there be someone else in this town that, first of all, would have disappeared around the time? Because, okay, if they're gone, why stick around?
Yep.
And someone else that just, showed up at the same time that kind of similar. No one really knew nothing about them.
Nope.
They just blended right in. So I'm like, it's super weird.
What bothers me about it is, like, when you think of witness protection programs, you don't think about putting them in rural areas. You think about putting them in a community where they can be blended.
Yes. Because
it's easier to hide in the public eye than it is to hide in a remote area.
Well, and if you're super busy in the country, we ain't got shit to do. We get bored and we be nosy, okay? Nosy. I am one of the nosiest motherfuckers you ever gonna meet. Hey, bitch, what you doing? Who you talking to? That's me, okay?
Why you not at home?
I get why my kids do it now, because, bitch, I'm a fucking nosy. I mean, you can't stick them in a rural community and not expect nosy bitches like me to be, hey, who you? Where you from?
Exactly.
What you doing here?
Exactly.
So that's a little weird too.
But yeah, there's nothing, like, no place you can call, no nothing. It's just literally cut and paste. That's it.
It's
open and close. It took me almost 3 hours just to find the date that they were killed. Like, a lot of places didn't even say that.
Oh, I kind of wondered why you had like the 2. So it didn't give like a definitive date. It's just, that's so fucking weird.
But it was from what I did find, it was in verified.
That 2-day period.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
There was no paper trail to nothing. Like, they didn't have receipts to anything. They didn't have, like, when I say they didn't even have a record, they obviously told everybody, hey, we're married. Hey, we're married.
Okay.
Right? She legally had her name changed. But what I don't get is, like, the cultural differences, which I'm not saying it can't happen.
Yeah.
Because we have seen,
progressive some weird ones.
Not even weird. It's just like a progressive mind state. But she was of, like, Lebanese origin. So most places that come from the Middle Eastern, like, you're not allowed to marry outside your religion.
Yes.
And
which that could play into it too. Maybe they did meet somewhere. Maybe they did run off. Maybe they didn't have anything from their family because she fucking ran away because her family was not happy with the choices she made.
Yeah, could be. That is all from the research, is that they felt that they were in the witness program and was like, yeah, 2 + 2 don't equal 4 here.
That's so weird.
It is. But this is our mini. We're going to talk about, next is my case.
Yes.
About Miss Ashley Loring. She's also known as Heavyfoot. She is from the Blackfeet Nation, and it's about her disappearance into the...
Yeah, click it.
I did, and it's not.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, sorry, it went down. Technical difficulties. But we'll be talking about her case next. And it's kind of heartbreaking because she was like very involved with her family.
Yes.
Very involved with her community and all of like her cultural allies and stuff like that. She was very, very much involved in like traditional core values of like indigenous descent and native cultures, and just one day she just up and disappeared.
It's so weird.
But figured that we'd give you a little insight to that. Again, sorry for all the technical difficulties that we're having getting started up in the pod room.
We'll get it figured out. Don't worry.
We will. So thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week.
Yay!
Yay!
Bye, guys.
Bye. Okay, I gotta turn that off. We gotta get a remote for this one too.
Oh, you gotta push mine. The remote's dead.
Oh. I gotta turn this one off. And now.
I'll trim the last few seconds.